Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Miami.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You talk about this Miami defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Here's Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Tua now on first down. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now we've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Tua to try again on second down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Second and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And this one too low.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens at 11-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Now an option play on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 14 yards. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man, it's Barrios complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running.
And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking deep here for Flowers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
17 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
44, ready. Hey, 21G. 21G, 21G.
Tua going to throw. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tua now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by A-Chain. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Ravens 21, Dolphins 3. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A give up the middle to A-Chain. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's David Ajabo there for the tackle. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
From the gun, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 12. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Here's Tua. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Time on 3, kick.
A-Chain will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Dolphins 10. Jake
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Third down and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Hill to return it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty rubbed up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. H.A. now up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now a toss going left. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Devin Duvernay, one man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Right back to A-Chain on second down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Hey, let's go.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
On second down, here's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Watch out for Hill on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to break the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All right, come on.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. It's H8 on the give. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Here comes second down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
21G, 21G.
Now Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Here's Tua. H8 on the counter. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Solo left Zion.
Throwing Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with H8. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Tua. H8 gets it from the gun. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Here's Tua. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's 1st and goal. Tua going to run the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, a run by H8. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So for Baltimore, they improved their